we have found that love that people do strive for. I would literally move heaven and earth to make this relationship work. I'm ready to do whatever.
We don't know where our forever may be, but I think we've both realised that if we're together, we're happy.
Why does it seem as though they could easily have fitted, the final vows in one episode, really? And also, I don't even get why we needed to wait till today to find out what Reiss's response was going to be. Am I surprised about the two couples that they said yes? No, I'm not. Because outside of Abigail and John, they seemed more stable. So I'm not surprised that they both said yes. Yes, they have their issues, and we've been drummed on so many times about this distance issue. It's now grinding my nose. The fact that we have, oh, Bailey can't move, I can't move, Bluebell, we've heard Bluebell so many times, yet she hasn't even appeared on the shores off the back of her head. So I don't get that. And then Davide and Keye. Where has this materialistic behavior come from? Because it seems like suddenly Keye is getting a bad edit. And it's like, why would they have been sort of modeled as the ideal couple? So the audacity to start saying that, oh, there's issues in that they live from, or they come from two totally different backgrounds. Well, we've watched them for weeks. Why hasn't this come up? Anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight UK, Season 10, Episode 34. So we pick up with, Reiss and Leisha. He went in circles just to say yes. That's all I'm going to say. Because at the end of the day, it was a given that he was going to give her more time. It seems like he really likes her. The drama is what he doesn't like, but he really likes Leisha the person. So it's up to Leisha to sort of pacify herself or calm herself, because everybody around her seems to know that she can be very hyper. And so I'm not surprised that they both said yes. Outside of the incident that happened on the plane, I don't think they've had serious issues that would cause you to say no. They need to say no. Them being at a different pace is nothing new, and I don't think it's justifiable enough for them to say no. I root for love, so I'm happy they both chose to stay. We have Rebecca and Bailey and Davide and Keye. They are leaving their apartments. They are the final two couples. David is saying, he always feels like he's not good enough. And it's like, where has this insecurity come from? What in particular has made him feel this way? Because we have never been told about this. He said he was worried that their bubble was going to burst once they left the experiment. That's to be expected. That's to be expected, because they were very limited in who they were exposed to in the experiment. So leaving the experiment is going to be different, because you have friends, you have family, you have outsiders giving their opinions on your relationship. So that is definitely going to burst your bubble. Keye on his part, he's suddenly coming across as very sort of stuck up, for lack of a better word, and I don't get why we're suddenly getting this edit. For David to say, his dad left him, so this is why he suffers with insecurity. It's like, buddy, maybe you should have gone to therapy instead of signing up to marry a stranger. That's what I'm going to say. Maybe you should have gone to therapy and worked on your issues first before coming into the experiment. You have Rebecca and Bailey. They are sort of having a hard time because the night before at the dinner party, well, Bailey sort of blindsided Rebecca by saying he's worried that the distance might sort of burst their bubble and that their feelings for one another might not be as strong if they are apart. I was like, but this is something that the two of you should have discussed. This is why I was constantly saying that it seems like there are certain storylines that are being omitted in a quest to sort of focus on the toxicity. And sadly, in doing that, we're missing out on information that we should have had throughout the experiment, information that doesn't make sense now that we're getting to the very end. Rebecca was crying. She said she couldn't see herself without Bailey. Bailey on his part was upset. You then had Bailey and Rebecca separate as they went to their apartments. Bailey went to see his daughter and Rebecca went to see her mum. So we have Keye and David. They meet up with their friends for a chat, because obviously they need someone to brainstorm with and sort of see where they stand as individuals and as a couple, and see what they want to do and how they move forward. David, on his part, told his friend that, I'm in love, but he's worried about Kia's social life because, Kia's always going out with his friends. Kia's already said, he lives in this amazing place with, glasses everywhere, and he's got a six-figure salary. So I get why David would feel insecure. I really do get where the insecurity comes from. And he complained that his biggest fear is the fact that Kia walks away when there's conflict or when something happens that he doesn't like. And David was saying, I don't like people walking away from me because I have had my dad walk away. And so the idea that someone is going to walk away from me makes me feel insecure. It makes me feel not worthy. And so it's like, if the two of you are this different, why did we not get to see it? Was it because your difference were not shown in a toxic way? Is that why we didn't get to see your storyline? Because it doesn't make sense that suddenly we are finding out that there is this difference. Yes, Kia said, he's got an amazing job, he's got an amazing lifestyle, he goes out with his friends, and even his friends told David. So I get where the insecurity on David's part comes from. Kia, on his part, was telling his friends that, David is his home. So wherever David is, that's where he wants to be. And his friends were saying to him, that's not what you said when you left for the experiment. You said you wanted to stay in the city, so you didn't mind moving for your partner, but you wanted to stay in the city. And so the idea that, you want to move with David, how do you know if things will work? Remember, you've already been divorced and you don't want another divorce. And it's like the friends were being very negative. And I don't know whether it was out of love or out of selfishness, in the sense that they couldn't imagine themselves without Kia. So this is why they were trying to sort of make sure that Kia didn't leave them and go elsewhere. I found that conversation just a bit off-putting, in my opinion. I really did. Which then left Kia sort of doubting and was questioning whether love was enough for him to sort of sustain this relationship and move away from his friends. You then had Rebecca meet up with her mum, and Bailey was with Bluebell. And Rebecca's mum was like, "You look sad. I don't want you to move." I there was this conversation about. Well, I found it a bit strange. I thought the mum was doing a bit too much because the mum was saying, I don't want you to move. I'm used to you being around me. So if you move, what will happen? It seems, her mom is within 5 minutes. She's just around the corner from her mom. And her mom was saying, I can't imagine my life without you. And it's like, at some point, she will have to move, though. At some point, she'll have to move. Unless you're saying she should marry a man that's going to move in with her, I don't get why the mother was being that territorial. Bailey, on his part, was playing with his daughter. He said, I really missed my daughter. I can't believe that we're finally here. I really missed her. And, I being in the experiment was really hard because I wasn't able to see her. And your child is everything. And it's like, yes, your child is everything, but you also need a partner in order to have that child. So you now need to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what is more valuable? Is it your relationship with Rebecca, or is it your child, or are you able to make both of them work? So the vows came down. We had, David and Kia. Am I surprised? No. I was surprised with the way how they went round in circles. I don't know whether production was trying to sort of make it a mystery, make it a surprise as to whether or not they would say yes. Yes, they brought up their concerns about one another and their relationship, but I'm not surprised that they both said yes, because these two people have said we love each other. They've said they are willing to move for one another. They have said they're willing to compromise for one another. So I'm not surprised that, they both said yes. Kia said David grounds him, and he did. He has grounded him, because we've definitely seen a different side, because I think had he been matched with anybody else, there would have been a lot of toxicity, a lot of drama, unnecessary drama at that. So I'm happy that they were sort of matched, and they seemed to be doing well. I understand in the real world it didn't last, but at the end of the day, they seem to be doing very well. So I love them as a couple, and I was rooting for them and hoping that they would work. You then have Rebecca sitting with her mom, having a conversation with her, and her mom saying, I don't want you to move. I can't imagine the idea of you moving. And Rebecca saying, if I move, then I won't be able to raise my children with my family. And so how will I do that? Because apparently her mom helps with her nieces and nephews, and so she wants that for her children. And it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. I think the mother at some point will need to take a step back and allow her daughter to be whoever she's going to be and stop sort of trying to be territorial over her daughter, because at the end of the day, she's not going to marry her daughter. Somebody else is going to marry her. You had the final vows. You had them both speak about their connection and how things played out. Because on their wedding day, they didn't seem to have a spark. You thought, oh my God, nothing is going to happen. And then suddenly something happened on the honeymoon. I remember saying, I think he gave her the D, and this is why she changed. But whatever happened on their honeymoon was the beginning of them sort of growing a bond and a connection. Yes, there's issues with distance, and maybe they should have told the express that I want someone who lives this far from me, and they wouldn't be having this problem. Because their problem, yes, it is a problem, but it can be resolved if the two of them are willing to sort of compromise. I don't think Rebecca's mother needs to see her daughter every day, neither do I think Bailey needs to see his daughter every day. So I think it's a matter of them deciding, do we really want to do this? And if they want to do it, how are we going to do it? And come up with a strategy and a way forward, because otherwise this marriage is not going to work. I don't know whether they're both still together, but hey, it is what it is. I can't wait for the next episode. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click on the link in my video to watch my review from episode 33. Bye everyone.